Hello. Hi. Welcome to my stream/video. My name is Mitchell Mander, and yeah, we're going to be talking about Pokemon Horizons episode 23 in this live discussion. I'll be talking with people that are going to be showing up, and I'll also be kind of going over the episode, giving my thoughts and all that good stuff. So if you're someone that's new to the channel and like this type of content, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and join the chat sometime. You're always welcome to join here and chat with us and give your thoughts and opinions on the episode. And yeah. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and put some stream music on. It'll just be kind of quiet in the background. And we can all have a good conversation here. Kaiwan's here. Sai is a weird episode, not going to lie. We'll get into that in a moment. Green Juice Guy. Here's the thing. In a vacuum, I would give this episode an 8 out of 10, but the fact that they skipped so much content, Freed and Amethio versus Moltres, plus only being episode 23, I'd have to give it a 6 or 7. I'll give my thoughts shortly. If I would grade this episode as a standalone, it would be an 8, but it felt like it came too soon. It felt like they skipped an episode. Jerome, you're actually here. And you watched the episode before my stream. Amazing episode. Liko found her goal as a trainer, which we already had established already. I raised my rating from a 5 to a 6.5. Really now? Oh, it's none other than Fizzle Wizard. So you gonna join the stream? Or are you gonna just sit and chat? You woke up early to watch it, I see. Couldn't sleep. It's pretty much me every night. So. You're gonna sit and chat. Oh. Yeah, I figured. Oh, and Fizz is at work. I see. I gave it a 10 for reasons. Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting opinions. Oh boy, here we go. A war is about to happen in the chat. Between Fizz and Onyx. I'll give my thoughts shortly. And then I'll give it up to you guys. There could have been an explanation as to how Freed and Amethio escaped. Yeah, we're going to get to that shortly. We got 6 people here. I guess you guys don't mind me doing these streams at around noon, my time. This is the first time Horizons writers rushed the writing. Yeah, a little bit, yeah. We'll get into that shortly. But I'm going to start reviewing the episode in about a minute, so we have a decent crowd here, so that's cool. The episode itself was amazing, but a lot of things surrounding it were bad. Surrounding it. Oh, sorry, I'm having a hard time reading. Here were bad, and I would have preferred if Moltres flew away to be captured in a later episode. Yeah. Yeah, it was a bit rushed. Like, how did Freed escape fire? Yeah, I have a couple thoughts on that. We're about ready to get there. Give me 20 seconds, and then we'll start talking. While you enjoy this Nintendo music in the background, especially the shop theme from Ocarina of Time. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and start reviewing episode 23 of Pokemon Horizons. So, this episode starts off where last week's episode ended off at. With Liko and Roy, they escaped the mine and they got to the Pokemon Center, healed Captain Pikachu, Fuecoco, and Sprigatito, and then Freed just shows up. But hey, I like the Nurse Joy design in Galar. That's pretty neat. But anyways, even Freed's no match for Galarian Moltres, so they're trying to figure out what to do since they notice that it has the ancient Pokeball, so they can't just leave it alone. And it's kind of funny how they came up with their plan to calm it down, or at least try to capture it or something. So Fuecoco and Watrell were getting into another one of their fights, and Sprigatito gets a little annoyed with them and ends up calming them down, because that's basically part of Sprigatito's biology or whatever. So they realize that what they need to do is get Sprigatito close enough so that it can actually soothe Galarian Moltres and calm it down. And so they head back to the mine, and yeah, the plan doesn't exactly work as intended, as no matter what Sprigatito tries, it just can't reach Moltres, even with help from Fuecoco, Captain Pikachu, and Charizard. Liko actually gets a little desperate and actually tries reaching out to Galarian Moltres, and is like, hey, why are you so angry? I want to know how you feel. And then, yeah, it tries to attack once again with that crazy attack, and the giant Orbolivia comes out. They even show it the ancient Pokeballs, and it's still not convinced. And it comes out, and it's trying to talk to it, and it's still not reaching out. But it ends up powering up Sprigatito. But it's not like an instant, like, oh, they're going to get it now. They pretty much all have to work together in order to actually get Sprigatito's leafage to actually, like, connect. Like, it's like a full-on effort where they're actually trying to blow the leaves to Galarian Moltres as it keeps blowing it away. It just can't reach. So after a while, it eventually connects. Also, in Liko's pendant, Terapagos comes out and is permanently out now. So that was kind of interesting. But we get an interesting scene when Galarian Moltres calms down, where we actually see Lucius. And I'm just going to point out that Lucius has blue hair, so yeah, I got some thoughts on that. But anyways, yeah, they managed to calm down Galarian Moltres, and I like how Liko actually she states her goal here. She's like, you not necessarily need to be the strongest trainer or whatever, but there's many paths to being a Pokemon trainer, and I want to understand how Pokemon feel, and I want to know how you feel, Galarian Moltres. But eventually it calms down. It goes back to the ancient Pokeball. They run into Kabu, which I thought was pretty interesting. So they're the ones that actually managed to tame the Galarian Moltres, which surprises him, and he actually wants a full-on battle with them, specifically Roy, someday when he gets stronger. And before they go, he actually notices there's something in Freed's arms, because he's basically covering it up with a blanket because it's sleeping. That's Terapagos, and they end up running back, and they're going back to the ship. But Amethio and his gang, they have a new goal here. Instead of just pursuing the Black Rayquaza, because, otherwise their whole time here would have been a waste. They actually want to steal Terapagos now. So, yeah. That's pretty much the episode. So, yeah, this episode, I will say when I first watched it, I was pretty underwhelmed for a number of reasons. Upon watching it subtitled, I like it a little bit more, but I do think that the episode has a lot of flaws. I think the execution was a bit flimsy here. I don't like the fact that Freed just shows up at the Pokemon Center after what happened in the previous episode. They went out of their way to collapse the mine entrance so that Freed and Amethio are left behind. They literally have to fight up against Galarian Moltres by themselves. I mean, they could probably escape the other way, which is what Freed probably did, or found a way through the collapse of mine or something. But what should have happened is they should have actually shown them battling it, and struggling. And honestly, I don't even think Freed should have made it back. I think Freed should have been still struggling quite a bit back there. and then they come back and they come up with their plan or something like that, and they relay it to Freed or something. I don't know. There are multiple ways they could have done this a little bit better, but it was a little flimsy. I don't like the fact that Freed just shows up. It kind of removed a lot of the tension, and it kind of messes up the setup from the previous episode, because they went out of their way to collapse the mine to showcase that Freed's trapped in there. And so you would go into the next episode thinking that, Liko and Roy need to go and rescue Freed or do something. But that's not at all what happens. He just shows up. He's like, "Hey guys." I mean, granted, Charizard is worn out, and he pretty much admits that, yeah, I'm no match for Galarian Moltres. And I do like the fact that he's like, it excites me because I actually want to get, stronger, and facing off against an opponent that's actually stronger than me actually excites me. Kind of reminds me of somebody, if you know what I mean. But, yeah, I don't think that this was good. Amethio just disappears until the very, very end of the episode, so it kind of just... Yeah, the execution here was flimsy going into this episode. So I have to drop a couple points from this episode because of that. That being said, I do think that going into the quote-unquote battle with Galarian Moltres to try and calm it down, I like it and I dislike certain parts, like Obolivia coming out and strengthening Spiritito. It kind of felt like, okay, if this Pokemon weren't here, if Liko didn't, tame this Pokemon back in the Paldea arc, there's a chance that maybe they wouldn't have been successful here. I don't know. But I do like the fact that they basically had to seriously work together in order to calm it down. And Liko's goal of, understand how Galarian Moltres feels, it eventually reaches out to it, along with Spiritito calming it down. So it kind of shows that she is growing as a trainer. Roy does his combination with Fuecoco and Watrel, which was kind of cool, I guess. Kind of shows that, some of their development that they had, for the episodes leading up to this point were, not in vain. So in that sense, it's pretty interesting. I do think that Bolivia being there kind of, took away some tension. But yeah, it wasn't like an instant win card for Liko. They really all had to put a whole effort in to basically calm it down. So yeah, they weren't beating the thing, seeing as Freed was no match either. So, but now when it comes to Lucius, I'm kind of interested because he mentions another name. I'd have to go back and rewatch it again in subs, but I remember catching it, but they don't even know what he was alluding to. They're even perplexed about the whole thing because the whole thing's kind of crazy to them. But speaking of Lucius, yeah, he has blue hair, so yeah, I'm just gonna say it. I get the feeling that Lucius may in fact be Liko's ancestor after all. Yeah, I hate to say it, but I feel like the theories of Lucius being Liko's ancestor might in fact be true. They have blue hair, which doesn't automatically mean that he is her ancestor, but we'll see. I guess we'll be finding out from Liko's grandma what's going on with this. But yeah, and Amethio showing up at the end was kind of annoying to me. They really need to do something better with Amethio and his gang, because this I don't know. They were kind of not utilized correctly, in my opinion, for these last 2 episodes. I guess we'll see how it comes into play with the other explorers showing up in a couple episodes. For a rating, I was going to give the episode a 5 or 6 at first. But I think with subtitles, it pushes it up to maybe a 7 if I'm being generous. I just think some of the execution here is a little on the flimsy side. Not the worst thing I've seen from Pokemon, but yeah, it was showing. Some people were saying Horizons had a Journeys moment in this episode where they kind of rushed the plot a little bit, which I somewhat agree, but I do think that they kind of held it together in the end. It's just that there were just how things were executed going into the episode just kind of threw it off to me. But yeah, I'd say the episode was all right. It's a good episode with flaws, if that makes sense. Anyways, I'm going to go and read some of your comments because I've been reviewing the episode, so let's catch up here. If Liko's goal is to understand how Pokemon feel, then her progressing in this goal felt rushed. It did not feel like she worked for it. She did not need to overcome struggle in an arc. She did not need to overcome a struggle on arc. It was very rushed. Yeah, I mean, I feel like she still has some work, but we'll see. It was, like I said, there was rushed moments within this episode. I do think Liko capturing Moltres was implemented better than Go and Suicune did because it took an actual plan, effort, strategy, and teamwork. Yeah, I agree. It wasn't like automatic like Go. Also, Cabo Return was really nice. Yep. The cliffhanger felt pointless. Yeah, why set that up if like everything's gonna be like okay for free in the very next episode? That they kind of dropped the ball there. Oh hey, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. I hope the future episodes actually explain how Freed and Amethio escapes, but it most likely, it's not gonna happen. I'm sorry. I really like this episode because everyone and everyone play a part of the team Like, the only critique I have is the whole Amethio thing and the repeat of the animation. Yeah, there was also a repeat of animation. I noticed that. Which made sense because we see in the preview they saved the animation for the last 2 episodes of the climax of this arc, yeah. Lucia said Rakua. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I need some more information on that. I'll look it up in a moment. Liko is related. No wonder Liko has such a powerful trainer. Yeah. She's not powerful. She's still got a while to go, but she has potential. How's the theory video coming along? I haven't started it yet. I'm basically in the brainstorming part of it, so it will come eventually. However, Liko needs to expand with Weed Cat moveset. Yeah, probably. It would have been better if Liko tried to connect with Moltres. Does connect with it somewhat, but not enough. Moltres flies off, and Liko uses that time to grow, only to tame Moltres later. Yeah, and maybe she could talk to her grandma or something. But I had a feeling that this was gonna be a one and done thing. Unfortunately, yeah, I agree. I wish a long-term relationship was set up. Still a good episode, though. I see a flawed episode. Yeah, every episode has its flaws, but I think it still leans on being good. Still maybe a 6-ish out of 10. Okay, fair. We need a talking Meowth. No, we don't. If only you voice act for it. You can. Oh gosh, what are we doing here? By the way, guys, you should totally hit that like button. It helps the channel when you do so. Puts me in the algorithm a little bit, if you know what I mean. So yeah. It feels like they are finding Lucius's Pokemon too easily. Yeah, it does feel like a bit of a plot convenience. Hopefully it's handled a little bit better for whatever region we go to next. Because we got 3, we know 3 of the 6 heroes, so Rayquaza is going to be probably the last one, so they got to get 3 more. So I wonder what regions they're going to be spread out in. You guys got any thoughts? Talking Meowth can solve Liko's problem with understanding Pokemon. There's only one Talking Meowth, Jerome. And that's retired from the series. They're playing Pokemon who can talk besides Meowth. That is true. I don't want them to find one of Lucius's Pokemon for a long time, not the next region. I feel like I agree with what you're saying, but I feel like Liko's grandma is going to point them in the direction of the next region they need to go visit. And we're probably going to encounter another one of the Lucius's Pokemon. I do feel like since Rayquaza is a focal point here, and Roy wants to capture it eventually, we're probably gonna run into Zinnia at some point. She never debuted in the prior Pokemon anime, so I have a feeling that Horizons might use this opportunity to bring her into the series. She could even become a rival to to Roy, excuse me. So that's going to be interesting to see if they decide to go that route. Anyways, what would you guys say is the episode out of? I think Thomas said like 6. Siasm gave it like a 6.5. Jerome, what do you give the episode out of? Since you liked it. What's your rating? Okay, Thomas says 7. Jerome says 7. Because I was going to say, I'm kind of leaning on 7 right now. Before subtitles, I would give it like a 6, but with subtitles, I give it a 7, I'd say. Where'd everyone go? We went from like 7 people here to 2. Lol. It's okay. But for everyone that's here, besides ratings, if you haven't voted, go ahead and vote in the poll if you haven't already. So we're going to move on here and talk about the preview for the upcoming episode. We got Terapagos coming back to the ship. And we're meeting Liko's grandma, and she has an interesting bunch of Pokemon at her place. Curious to know what you guys think of the next episode. I still say 6. Okay. Fair enough. Despite saying 10 for other reasons. Wait, where is Emerald? I have no idea. He might be busy. Did you see the special preview for the next arc? I did. It looks like the Liko and Roy departure arc is coming to an end, and we're getting like the Terapagos arc or whatever it's called. The trailer, usually I make like videos when it comes to like new stuff like that, but I didn't really have a whole lot of material to go off of on that, so I decided not to. Give me 1 second, my friends. I'm very much interested in what's coming up next, though. And we got pretty much a climax for this Galar arc where all the admins are coming into attack, and Liko's grandma is going to be battling what is... It looks like she's battling like the main leader of the explorers. Maybe I misread it or missaw it. I'll have to watch it again. You could theorize. I could, but this one's a little bit trickier. In fact, I'm gonna watch it right now. Dang it. Why did the volume just shoot up? Okay, come on now. Flawless, what's up? Hi, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. We got 9 people here now. What's up, y'all? But yeah, I'm just watching the preview, the trailer for the upcoming episodes. Yeah, all we know is that the climax for this arc is gonna be the explorers all attacking. So there's that to look forward to. But there's like not a whole lot. There's not enough to warrant a video, in my opinion. It'd be different if like a new character was showing up that we didn't know about. Episode was nice and my theory was right. Gotcha. I have a couple issues with the episode, but after watching it subbed, I like it a little bit more than when I originally watched it unsubbed. T. Henry 12, what's up? I'm giving this episode giving this a 9 for this episode. Liko finally has her path set out, and honestly, it fits her personality perfectly. Though I thought Spirito learned a new move. Good episode overall. Gotcha. Based on the preview, you can see why they probably cut the scene of Freed escaping. Maybe. You could always say or talk about what you would like to see, maybe. I mean, I suppose it's just I don't know what I want to see exactly, I guess is like the right thing to say. And it's kind of hard to see what's going on next until we kind of get the next episode, in my opinion. I mean, I will say I didn't cover every single special trailer for when the series that shall not be named was airing, but just saying. I do think that it is very interesting because it looks like we're getting everybody's battling. All the explorers are coming out to get Terapagos. I wonder how this is going to tie into the Indigo Disc. Oh, what series could that be? We cannot name it. We have a very valid reason for not naming it. Also, damn, Lucius sure has some strong genes. Yeah. What is this dude? The dude is just like got a stacked team so far. As of right now, 2 legendaries, including a Galarian exclusive legendary for a Cantonian Pokemon. What else does this guy have under his arsenal? Could it be I can't say that word? Yep, it's banned. Also, if you didn't notice, there's an icon on his hand that resembles Liko's hairpin, so there you have it. Yep. It's Jover. For anybody that didn't want Lucius to be Liko's ancestor, it's Jover. It's just Jovert. Not sure what you guys are talking about. I don't know what you're referring to, Jerome. Also, we're kind of just memeing here. But why? Oh. I can't answer it. Lucy should have been Ash. Oh, I really like that this is the case so I can make more jokes on genetics. Nice. Oh, hey, look, Fizzle Wizard is actually promoting my Discord server. You should totally join if you haven't already. The invite is right there. You can come to the server and chat about Pokemon or video games or anime or, like, anything, really. As long as you follow the rules, you're all welcomed. And Kaiwan has made it. That means you're going to join, Kaiwan. We can literally chat about stuff. Relationship advice? Also, Liko's third Pokemon is Turtle, lol. Yeah. Either that or she's just taking care of it. I like how people are like, why hasn't Liko caught another Pokemon? Here she has 2. Look, Jerome, I know we're old men, but it doesn't matter. And one is legendary, yep. It's just like when Ash was taking care of Nebby back in Sun and Moon. The turtle looks like it's a part of her team, but mostly because it's in her backpack during the next episode preview. I love it. Yeah, I like that little image from the next episode. She's basically got all 3 with her. It's in her backpack. Hatena is in her hood, and then she's holding Spiritito in her arms. Wow, Jerome. Wow. That's the main discussion. Why doesn't she catch another Pokemon? I mean, she caught Hatena. She'll just carry all of her team members. What's gonna happen when they evolve? Isn't she gonna have a little bit of a problem? The ancient balls are back up. She got hit down 2 weeks ago. Relax. Oh, she'll managed. I guess Roy's next up for the next Pokemon, I'd suppose. Wouldn't you say? Who's gonna evolve first? Spiritito or Fuecoco? What do you guys think? She needs more before she can have a full team. You think Fuecoco is evolving first? Interesting. Noted. Fuecoco has developed quite a bit. He went from not being able to use a single move in the very beginning to now knowing Flamethrower and stamping tantrums. Definitely want it to be Fuecoco. Roy kind of feels more like the battling type. Spiritito or Liko is not as battle oriented as Roy is. She's more about wanting to understand the feelings of Pokemon. Or maybe when all of her Pokemon evolve, her team will carry her instead. Interesting. I guess we'll see what happens. Yeah, he progressing more than the Weed Cat, but Weed Cat is stronger overall. I see. I mean, Weed Cat did beat Fire Croc in their first real battle, so there's that, but Fire Croc has gotten quite a bit stronger since then. Learned some new moves, including one that would actually pretty much knock it out in one hit. If we're doing game logic. Weed Cat definitely got experience this episode, yeah, for sure. That's true. It went up against a legendary Pokemon and calmed it down, so there's that. Well, if it isn't a certain legendary hero. What's up, gamers? I see. So we have the legendary hero himself from Hyrule. Weed Cat needs to learn Magical Leaf too. Tired of Leafage. It could use a new move. It definitely does. Hello.
Hi.
Want to say hi to the chat?
Hi, chat.
It's Matt. Everyone say hi to Matt. I'll let you know what people say.
Yeah.
Also, when Spiritito was patting Fuecoco, was amazing. Oh yeah. And that's how they actually resolved the issue. T. Henry 12 and Legendary Hero both say hi, Matt.
Hi.
Kaiwan is waving. Yep. Gotcha. Yeah, don't make me hungry. I gotta get lunch after this stream. Oh hey, look, it's 1,000-Year Door music. I wonder what's coming out next year. Regular leafage, big leafage, ultra super big leafage. Finally your best leafage. Liko needs to stop with the leafage spam. I see.
Have fun.
Will do.
Oh, yeah.
It's game breaking. She's gonna use, or Spiritito's gonna use leafage so much it just ends up evolving out of it. You are now leafage itself. I just had some breakfast, I see. I had cereal a little while ago. It was okay. I could use some Subway or something. That sounds like a good plan for food today. It's not like Spiritito has other effective moves. That is true. I mean, do you want Spiritito to just try and scratching Galarian Moltres? Good luck with that. Spiritito, use Scratch on the legendary Pokemon that's destroying even Freed. Meow. It dies. Not really much else you can do. How'd you like my Spirito impression? Was it spot on? Wow, do we have 10 people here or what? What's up, y'all? We need like at least 10 people consistently for these streams. That'd be fun. I'm not big enough to where like I can't read the chat as I'm talking, so it's one thing. That's one benefit to being a smaller YouTuber. I can actually keep up with the chats. But throwing leaves at it really effective against fire. I mean that I get it, but that wasn't the point. They're not trying to defeat it. They're trying to calm it down because the whole point is Liko has other paths than becoming a strong trainer. She doesn't need to be the strongest. She wants to understand how Pokemon feels, so they want to calm it down, and they're not trying to defeat it. They literally can't. Freed literally lost to it too, so the whole point was to calm it down. And yeah, I'm wondering what's going on. Why are these Pokemon so angry? Why are they angry? Is there something that we need to know about that they're withholding from us? Because all these Pokemon are just mad and like terrorizing people. Okay, I gotta go work. Oh. Alright, Fizz. Well, thanks for stopping by and showing off the Discord. That means you guys should totally join, so if you want another invite, just let me know sometimes. If you didn't get the original one. Angry at being abandoned. Interesting. Galarian Moltres is dark flying, not fire. I haven't played Sword and Shield in a long time, so. And I don't even think I really use Galarian Moltres, so. Interesting. It is dark flying, so. Yeah, that mean. But then again, it is a flying type, so it's not. Grass ain't doing much to it regardless, but yeah, I see your point. That is weird, dark flying, though. That's a interesting typing for Galarian version of Moltres, but I guess I'll take it. Have fun at work, fraud. Sorry, I had to take a screenshot. Give me a second, yo. I will read your comment in just a moment, Thomas. Alright, I'm going to save this. Alright. Anyways, moving back on to the stream. Okay, I have to go because of Pokemon Go Community Day. Oh, I see. But one last thing, I hope moving forward they make the characters work over a long period of time to earn their milestones like Ash did with Charizard. Okay, gotcha. Well, thanks for stopping by, Thomas. Well, gotta go too. Gotta cut the grass. Okay, you both are leaving me. Alright, Jerome, go cut that grass, I suppose. Ash earning Charizard's respect felt earned because it was over a long period of time and after Charizard lost him the league. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, hopefully it... Yeah, honestly, I do agree a little bit. Yeah. But anyways, thanks for joining, Thomas. I might actually try... I forgot today was Pokemon Go Community Day. Which Pokemon is it again? If someone knows, put it in the chat. I haven't really been paying attention to Pokemon Go these days. If it's something that I don't really have, I might want to go and get it while I have the chance. That special preview really made me pumped. I'm not gonna lie. Me too. I'm actually really excited to see what happens next. Got that crest. Vikavolt? Oh! I don't have Vikavolt yet. Then I might actually end up participating in this community day. I haven't done so in a long time, so thank you for the info. I think I'll do that in a little bit. At the same time, though, Ash's situation is something completely different to what Horizons is doing. That is true. I mean, Charizard kind of... Well, Charmander evolved into Charmeleon and immediately was disobedient and then evolved into Charizard. Honestly, its evolution to Charizard was kind of dumb. It literally kind of evolved because it wanted to... What was it? Be Aerodactyl, if I remember correctly. And it took a long time, but I mean, that one Orange Islands episode where it finally respected Ash was still a good one. I do... How do I say this? Like, it was spread out. And the respect didn't happen until much later on, but yeah. I kind of see Clawless's point, though. I mean, Liko and Ash are like completely different trainers. You know, Ash wants to, be a Pokemon master and, become stronger. Liko wants to find her own path and wants to understand the feelings of Pokemon. And I like that, and I like the fact that the series is trying to do that. They're establishing characters with different goals. I mean, do you want Ash 2.0, like with a different character? No, that wouldn't be good. How about we just give, two characters that have completely different goals, that have completely different personalities from our previous cast and, develop them that way. I think that that's, like, a good thing for the series. Just saying, I don't know if I'm spitting or not, but spitting facts or not, but someone's hitting the I'm celebrating emote here. I can see it. Thank you. Fit to be tied was the episode name. Ah, yep. Oh, hello, Emerald. You made it. You missed both Jerome and Fizzle Wizard. I finally saw the episodes last week and this one. I gotcha. Kaiwan is clapping for you. Because you finally made it. And he's finally caught up, yo. You missed Fizzy and Jerome. Jerome's cutting his grass now. He's got to go an adult now. What did you think of the episode this week? Upon first viewing, I felt underwhelmed a bit. Wasn't a big fan until I watched the subs and I liked it a little bit more. I feel like some of the execution was a little bit flimsy. Specifically going from the previous episode to this episode. And there's a few other things too, but I think that the stuff that was good in this episode was good, and it wasn't like Liko got handouts, I guess, if that's what I mean by that. Like, they actually all worked together to calm it down. It was like a combined effort. So I'd probably say it's like a 7 or something like that to me. Nothing much, just talking about the episode. Yeah, the pacing like shot up in this episode. Well, I was gonna say the pacing for last week's episode was slow in the beginning. Something that sometimes happens in the Pokemon series. I've noticed that from each series. There's sometimes where they have a slow start before it becomes action-packed in the latter half. So yeah. I was hoping for a little bit more self-reflection from Roy, because in the last episode he was completely devastated at the end. Then again, he was showing a little bit of fear going into the mine, so... But then he did his little song with Fuecoco and kind of braved himself up, so... So I guess there's that. But hey, we're getting more likes here. We should totally get this to 10 likes, guys. Can we do it? Can we do this? Can we make it happen? You got good music, you got chill people, and yeah. We should get some more people here that are cool and want to talk about the episodes. Just saying. Wow, we have 15 votes. Wow, more people are giving it 9 or 10. That kind of shot up. In the beginning, 6-5 was winning. Yeah, this episode I've seen a mixed variety of opinions on the episode. Like I said, when I first watched it without subs, I was like a little underwhelmed. Which is why I was like, I think I need to watch this with subs because I need to know what exactly is being said. And actually getting the context made the episode better, in my opinion. It was a decent two-parter, I'd say. I mean, I would say this is a two-parter within this Galar arc of Pokemon Horizons. But technically, like, the Galar arc is part of the first arc of the series, along with the Paldea and the Kanto beginning arc. Because we're in the Liko and Roy's departure, and we're going into the Terapagos arc. I forget what it's called exactly. Episode 24 will be the final episode of the Horizons first arc, which makes sense, since Terapagos has revealed itself. Which is probably going to get them getting used to the turtle Pokemon and kind of learning about it. And I wonder how this arc's going to end. You think Terapagos is going to get captured by the explorers or something? We got to go invade the castle or whatever, the main place where the explorers are at. Because that's possible. The new arc is called the Glowing Terapagos, the Shining of Terapagos arc. So that's arc 2. Yep, and Clawless just said it in the chat. I like the Shining of Terapagos better, personally. The Shining. Reggie Eliki, Reggie Drago, it's been a while, what's up? Moltres seems sad to me in the episode. I mean, it's angry about something, so there's a certain sadness to it. That's why I think the rain was happening, kind of symbolizing that, it was like upset, or like it had. Lucy has mentioned that he has a softer side, and even Liko could feel that too. So maybe that's part of it. It's definitely part of the team now. Yep. Also, the Liko and Terapagos connection will remain a thing. Yep, I agree. Wow, we hit 10 likes, guys. Thank you guys so very much. I appreciate it. It probably misses its original partner. Yeah, probably. Since Lucius has been gone this whole time. I just kind of want to know, because it just seems like whenever we run into these Pokemon, something's going on. Most explorers don't know that yet. That is true. Well, I think Spinal is the one that's the one that figured out that the pendant wasn't working until like Liko got near it or something. So they're probably gonna found that out eventually, that Liko and the pendant are linked. Liko has 2 legendaries. I'm kind of treating the Galarian Moltres is not necessarily like something she can bring out willingly. So I almost don't want to count that. But like with Terapagos, yes. But I'm kind of treating it like a Nebby situation at the moment, where Liko is going to be taking care of the Pokemon. Unless she puts it in a Pokeball in the next episode. Then I'm treating it like that, because it's technically like not hers, but she's taking care of it, I guess. Is the way to like put it, I guess. Yeah, because I'm just looking at the Bulbapedia right now, which Bulbapedia is not exactly accurate, but it has it under traveling with it and not on hand. I mean, the turtle is going to be out from now on. Yes, he did. I'm curious to know about this connection between her and Turtle. Will continue, especially since I get the feeling she was the only one to bring out the turtle and Mom and Grandma didn't. Yeah, that's going to be interesting to see, and why. Is it because of the ancient Pokeballs? Everything's got to be connected in some way. That's probably the biggest mystery of all, is connecting everything together. Like, why these characters, and why now, kind of thing. I think she'll call it out easily eventually. Remember, Nebby was Ashes, so yeah. Did he capture it? Yeah, yes and no. I'd say yes and no to that. He didn't necessarily capture it, but it essentially was like his Pokemon until it eventually left. Like, she has it, but it's not officially hers. Yeah, agreed. It's on hand. Like I said, until she whips out a Pokeball and puts it in it, it's technically not her Pokemon, I guess, is the way to put it. But we'll see what... Maybe down the road it will be hers. "50-50 with Nebby, yeah. Liko first brought out the turtle in episode 1, no ancient balls included. That is true. It came to her when she was in desperation mode. But I guess we're going to get an info dump when we meet Grandma in the next episode. Because if I remember in the special preview, it showed a flashback of Liko's grandma when she was young, maybe? I'll have to go back and rewatch it again. Because that's what I thought I saw. It was like a younger version of her, like getting the pendant or finding it or something. That's what I said. She needs to whip out a Pokeball first. Yep. Yeah, seems like it. Yep. Wow, we're 1 hour into the stream. We got like 7 people here. What's up, y'all? Terapagos seems a bit skittish about new people. I say it's because it hid behind the rock after Moltres went into its ball. Yeah, that's true. It was a little bit, I mean, it went up to them eventually. I am curious. I want to know how it's going to connect with, like, the Indigo disc. Maybe that's why we're getting to know it here. But obviously the anime is going to take a different route than the game, so... So I know this is from last week, but so the loss that Captain Pikachu had, even though it's a loss, it's a good one as he was defending them. How do you feel about it? I have no problem with that. He was defeated protecting them. Like, he was struggling already, but like he was essentially saving them from like serious damage. He essentially was saving their lives. And ended up taking massive damage as a result. So I have no problem with Captain Pikachu going down the way it did. It was handled in a way that made sense, I guess, is the way to put it. Not to mention when Moltres was giving off that aura, it was also succumbing to it as well. So it's not like Captain Pikachu's gonna be like, yeah, I'm just gonna just Thunder Shock you and you die. Haha. That would have been a little on the weird side. Wasn't it a bit weird how his hat was gone in this episode after he jumped? Probably a animation error. They tend to have a couple of those in each episode. Something will be slightly off. Or they'll fix it later. But yeah, I think that this episode was a decent one. I think the next week's, or not next week, the next episode won't be out for a couple weeks. So, we'll be meeting Liko grandma, and then we'll be probably getting the climax of this Galar portion of the arc, or whatever you want to call it. Technically, the arc is Liko and Roy's departure is moving on to the next one, so... Technically, Paldea, Galar, and Kanto are part of the same arc. We can just say these are mini arcs. Like, this is the Galar portion of the arc. This is the Paldea portion. But I feel like we're coming to the end of the Galar portion because we're meeting Liko's grandma. And kind of like the end of the Paldea arc, we're probably going to get one, like, last, like, fight or something like that, which looks like it's going to happen. Like, right after that. Liko's grandma's in action. Freed's in action. Liko and Roy are in action. So we're going to see the explorers attacking, and then that'll be it. So I'm curious to see where we go next. So I think there's going to be a for the 6 attributes. Could you elaborate slightly? Yeah, we could say that. Yeah, because I think we're moving on to the end of this Galar portion. I hate to say it, guys, but I don't think she's coming. At least not right now. I don't think we're gonna get any more gym leaders right now, or anybody else for Galar. Rayquaza is the sky flying. Moltres is dark. Oblivia is the earth grass. So there has to be like a water maybe in there. Possibly. Probably. He'd have a pretty diverse team. Oh, hi, Fizzle Wizard. I forgot to mention I have a weird schedule this week, so I won't be on for streams later in the day. No Golden Kamui this week. Oh, shoot. Seriously? Dang it. Alright. Have fun at work. I guess you can let me know on Discord later what your schedule's like, I guess. A fire type and maybe a psychic type. Although I'd probably argue that Galarian Moltres maybe has some fire moves they could utilize, but yeah. I think Horizons is only showing off game characters if they fit the situation or development. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I was just really hoping for Nessa because we missed out on her in the series that shall not be named. Along with quite a few other characters and Pokemon, and yeah, you get my point. But I do want to go back to Paldea at some point. There's a lot to explore in Paldea that's untapped right now, so. I think Horizons is only showing off game character. Okay, yeah, we already read that. I'm sorry. At least she was in Twilight Wings. That is true. She had a whole episode dedicated to her in Twilight Wings, if I remember correctly. I, in fact, reviewed that episode. But that was a while back. That was... You know what's crazy? And it's blowing my mind right now? Sword and Shield are like 4 years old in like 2 months. It doesn't feel like it was that long ago. That means Twilight Wings came out like a little over 4 years, a little under 4 years ago. Dang. Time flies, I swear. Paldea will definitely be important. They also have the Paldea Win series, which, if I recall, there's only been one episode for that, unless I missed the second one or something. Which is okay so far. I mean, ultimately, I think Paldea is going to be important because we're probably going to be doing something with Area Zero at some point. They aren't going to just ignore that. I mean, the prior series that shall not be named did the Darkest Day arc, so... And that was, like, the main, like, climax of... Like, main, like, plot point of that series. So I can't see them just skipping over it. They might do things differently, obviously, but... We'll definitely go into Area Zero. Maybe later on in the series. Man, imagine the music for Area Zero in the anime. The fact that Terapagos is in this implies Area Zero. It does, yeah. I mean, it's connected. So, yeah, we're definitely going to be going there at some point. There's going to be something important that's going to definitely need to happen there. Maybe the explorers kidnap it or something, get it out there and lure Liko down there or something. Who knows? There's many ways they could go about this. We also got Paldea characters that need to show up. Like Arven and Penny, and we already had Nimona. So... There's that. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta run to the restroom, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry. I'm like, yeah, I gotta go to the bathroom now before I blow up. Anywho. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I want to talk about here? Is there anything else you guys want to chat about here? We've been going on for a little over an hour now. Anything, regarding this episode, the next episode, or upcoming episodes? What do you think? Where do you think we're going next? Think we're going in backwards order, or do you think we're gonna go out of order? Like, who knows? Maybe we'll go to Unova next or something, or Johto. I don't know. Just a thought. And do you think we're going to be going to, like, Kitakami or the Blueberry Academy? Obviously, we need to get through the DLC probably before we explore these areas in the anime, but we already started with Kitakami, I guess. Think some of the characters from the DLC are going to show up? I'm sure the grandma will point the group in the right direction. Yeah, I feel like she's going to tell us where to go next. Hopefully out of order someday. Nah, we're just doing a Lola, Kalos, Unova, Sinnoh. You think they will lead to the Terapagos story focus story in some way from now until the next DLC comes out? Like, they can just focus on that and save the other stuff for, like, Kitakami or Blueberry. Maybe. I feel like the one thing that they're going to be dealing with long term is definitely the Explorers. So, we'll be dealing with that while everything's going on. I just hope that we don't skip over it, because, we never went to Isle of Armor and the prior series that shall not be named. Granted, Isle of Armor was an alright DLC anyways, but at least touch it at some point. Like, what's the point of showing it off and then the anime is supposed to be advertising the games, and if you're not gonna, like, showcase it at all? At least the Crown Tundra got shown off, at least, even though that was very seldom. It was something, I suppose. Unova and Hoenn seem like the regions for where to go next. Yeah, probably Hoenn at some point. Like I said, I have a gut feeling that Xenia might potentially be showing up at some point, considering her affiliation with Rayquaza. Rayquaza. Ray something. At least that's what I think. I'm actually surprised that 9-10 got the most rating. We got 20 votes. 20 people voted. I think that's the most votes I've ever gotten in one of these polls. Oh my gosh. It's actually a little crazy to me. One of these days we're going to get like 30 or 40. Maybe. I can't think of a reason for him to go to Alola or Kalos. Yeah, I mean, they did say the series is going to take place over the whole Pokemon world, so it's got to make sense for, like, the plot for them to go to certain areas. So I guess we'll see what they're cooking. Let's let them cook. Let them cook. I guess we'll find out in like 3 weeks or whatever where we're going next, probably. Either that or it's going to happen after the major climax here with all the explorers attacking and stuff. cook, also it's 2 weeks. Look, if they need to cook longer than that, we'll let them cook even longer. Just don't burn the food, please. Also, when the next arc starts, I hope we have a new OP and ending. Actually, yeah, I have a feeling that that's going to be the case, and I want it to be brand new. I want like a completely new like song for the opening and a new ending. Prior series, the remixes for the 1, 2, 3 was like decent, but I kind of want a different song. Like, give us like a new song or something. Make it interesting. They might reveal it during this break. They could, yeah. They've done that before in the past, so. So what did you think about how Freed came back? I missed it. It was mentioned in the beginning. Not the biggest fan of how it was presented, in my opinion. And the reason I say that is because the previous episode went out of its way to collapse the entrance of the mine. So it kind of made going in this episode a little tense. So it removed a little bit of tension with Freed just showing up there. That's just my opinion, though. I think that the execution there was a little flimsy. Also, Methea disappeared until the end of the episode, which was a little off-putting as well. They kind of just sat by and did nothing. Bax, we definitely need a new song, yeah. You want me to repeat that again, dude? I'll repeat it one more time. Okay? I said that when in the prior episode, they went out of the way to collapse the mine and make it like a tense situation with Freed stuck behind with Galarian Moltres and a Methea there. But in this episode, he shows up at the Pokemon Center. Granted, Charizard was injured. But in my opinion, I feel like Freed should have been still there. And it also was a little off-putting that Ametheo kind of disappeared as well. Until the end of the episode. Like, the series needs to do a little bit more with Ametheo and his gang, because right now they're, not being utilized the best in my opinion. Hopefully that will change. Yeah, I guess we're going to have to agree to disagree, dude, because I personally don't think that was the right decision to make him just show up there. I feel like it removes tension, in my opinion. It kind of makes the ending for the previous episode, kind of throws it out the window a little bit for me. Which is why I take a few points off this episode's rating. Even with subs, I still dislike it. I like certain other parts in this episode with subs, though, better than when I originally watched it. I think the problem with Mimetheo is in the previous episode, it's shown that he's gotten stronger, but he just disappears for this episode. That's I don't know. I just feel a little bummed out with how Ametheo and his gang are being handled right now. I think the preview shows that they're going to be in action again, so hopefully things change. But right now, I was a little bit disappointed with how they were handled here. I was expecting a little bit more from them. Ametheo still, yeah, it did show that, yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like some things were just not executed the best, like going from the previous episode into this episode. I think it could have been done better. And I almost feel like Freed being there with Amethio and battling it for a little bit, and then they show up or something like that, and Amethio and his gang end up like walking out or something like that. I don't know. There's just certain aspects here that I wasn't a big fan of. I'm surprised this village doesn't have flash fire. That would be a very big problem for Freed to fight him. He wouldn't be able to hit him with fire attacks. Maybe they could upgrade him in the future and changing his ability. Maybe. We'll see what they decide to do. But yeah. We've been going for about an hour and 20 minutes. Oh my gosh. So, is there anything else you guys want to chat about here? Regarding the episode, next episode, anything coming up, or just anything in general? It's an open forum now. Yeah, the grubbing day is coming up in like a half hour. Uh-oh, here comes the Yoshi's Woolly World music. I was wondering where Watrello is, and I'm glad it joined the battle in the episode this week. Yeah, it's Roy just using Foy Coco constantly. Have a little bit more diversity in your team, bud. Yep, we have an hour and 20 plus minutes, yep. When are you joining the Discord, Kaiwan? Everybody ignored Fizz's attempt to invite people. Alright, I'll get an invite here if I can get my thing to work here. There you guys go. Here's opportunity number 2 to join the Discord and chat with me and the gang about stuff, whether it's Pokemon or the anime or other gaming stuff. I got gaming text chats, anime text chats. Yeah, should totally join the Discord. Okay. I still can't believe we got 20 votes on this poll. That's, I think, a record. But yeah, I'll show it one more time. I have a Discord link for my Discord. If you have Discord, you should totally join it. We would be happy to welcome you aboard. But that's only if you want to join. That, and you can also have a better idea of when I'm going to be posting my live streams or even videos that I put out. I always have my YouTube announcements tab for you guys to check out. So yeah. Only holding it back from last week is the pacing was a bit slow in the first half, but the splitting up part, even though it was Roy and Lico's Pokemon marching off on their own, made for good tension. A little bit, yeah. Oh no, new Super Mario Bros. Music. They found the problem happening with the workers, and when they thought they found each other, it was the enemies, yeah. Roy was being a little too careless in that episode. The battle and tension was cool, seeing Pikachu stand up to the best it could without his trainer. Yeah, that was kind of neat. It was battling independently from Freed, which is kind of neat. This week the teamwork really pulled through. Alright, back. Kaiwan's back. Does that mean Kaiwan gets to join my Discord server? Is that what it means? Am I right, Emerald? Lol. Everyone working together to calm down Moltres. Wait, oh. What you got? Lucius said something about Rakuo. Yeah, I saw that. I was wondering about that. Earning its trust, well, Pikachu is his own Pokemon. Wonder what that is. Yeah, I was going to say nobody seems to know what that was about, so it's going to be interesting to see what that entails. Uh-oh, here we go again. Seeing Moltres, Galarian Moltres finally debut. Yeah. Put the series that shall not be named ashamed. Is that what you mean? $21 votes, by the way. You know, if you're voting, that means you should be chatting. Well, alright, what else you guys got for me? Let's see. Think this was handled well, for the most part. Kabu also having his suspicions at the end, but still, it was cool seeing him again. Yeah, they couldn't exactly reveal that to him just yet, because that'd be a brand new Pokemon that arguably nobody knows about at the moment, so that's kind of a big thing that they can't exactly break right away. Yeah, Rakuo. I wonder what that could mean. I wonder if there's something that the Pokemon Company is hiding from us. What exactly are they hiding? Something they ain't telling us. That's for sure. Okay, guys. We've officially hit an hour and a half of streaming. Typically by this point we're kind of slowing down on the streams. So, just gonna give you guys a little bit more time here. If you guys want to still chat, go ahead. Say whatever you want in the chat, and then we'll probably wrap things up. You saw what they said, right? The name and the captions. What do you think about it? I don't know what to think about at the moment. It's more so something we'll probably see elaborated on later on, I suppose. Possible. I don't know if that's necessarily what it means, but we'll see. Like I said, what is the Pokemon Company hiding? Ancient Turtle was the translation. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Nico's team looking pretty powerful. At least, well, not counting the ancient Pokeballs, their team's still pretty newbie, but yeah. I mean, she can't bring out Galarian Moltres at, like, will or whatever, but, yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, they've shown, I don't know, my dude. I don't question it. We've still got a lot of characters we still got to showcase in Galar, which I'm very skeptical we're going to be able to see at this point, but at least we got some more stuff that was missed previously. Roy's team looking better. At the moment, he's doing a pretty decent job. He's got more of the battler team, I guess. Lico's team, besides Perdito, Hatana is not really much of a battler at the moment, so... But yeah. Okay. Anything else, guys? I'm getting a little hungry for my lunch now. Seems like we're kind of calming down here. We've only got like 3 people watching at the moment. Roly-Coly, yeah, we saw that. Wasn't Roly-Coly shown off with Kabu, though, a couple episodes ago? So I thought when Roly-Coly first debuted. At least that's what I thought. Alright. I'm giving you guys 1 more minute. You got anything else for me? Anything at all? Like I said, I think they'll be able to eventually call them out easily. Yeah, we'll see. I just don't want it to make Liko like super powerful or super OP. But I guess we'll see what they're cooking. Let them cook. And speaking of cooking, I need to like eat something here. Possibly. We'll see. Anyways, guys, I think we're gonna wrap the stream up here. I gotta go and eat before I like pass out from lack of food. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the poll. We got 21 votes. It seems like the majority voted 9 or 10. Surprisingly, the other 2 ratings weren't that far behind either. It's kind of crazy to see, actually. I give the episode personally a 7. But I will meet halfway and give it like an 8 or something like that, I suppose. Is someone calling me? I'll give them a call later, I suppose. Anyways, let's go ahead and wrap this up. So, yeah. We'll be streaming a little bit more frequently starting next week. I took a little bit of a break this week because I needed it. But Monday we should be doing Smash Bros. We'll be doing Genshin on Wednesday through Friday, and then we won't have a Horizon stream for the next 2 weekends. So I might use this time to work on my Anne as an Explorer Theory video. So yeah, I'll look forward to that whenever I decide to finish that or actually work on it. But anyways, guys, we're going to end the stream here. So if you're still here, thank you for joining me. Have a good day or night wherever you're at. And I will see you all later. Bye.